We got one episode to go of Skeleton Crew, and the question remains, who is Jod Na Nawood? Hey everyone, this is Digital Charcuterie. My name is James. Thanks for stopping by. If you're enjoying Skeleton Crew and you like Star Wars, or you just want to talk Star Wars, hit that subscribe button because I like to talk about it here on the channel all the time. And I am absolutely loving Skeleton Crew. I think it is just a great little show, a lot of fun. It's obviously a kid's show, but it's a nice little adventure. This is something that I think the Disney era of Star Wars really needed to get off their chest. They needed to give us just a fun throwback adventure in the Star Wars galaxy and remind us all why we fell in love with Star Wars when we were kids to begin with, and that's exactly what we're getting from this show. The character leading into it, though, that I think everybody was most intrigued about was Jude Law's Jod Na Nawood. We got his name a month or two before the series came out, and they were withholding a lot of information about him. They said he was a Jedi, but he was a different kind of Jedi, and they discussed what type of Jedi already existed in the world and what they could use and what they could utilize and things like that. And that got me a little bit concerned with who Jod Na Nawood would end up becoming. Would we get enough information about him in the show, or is this going to be another one of the Disney era Star Wars where they focus too much on the mystery box aspect of it and not so much about the purpose of the mystery, right? They're more focused on the mystery than what the mystery actually is, and that's when, for me, a mystery box fails. So I think the mystery box is a brilliant idea. I think everybody did. That's why everybody talks about it. But ultimately, if you don't know the answer to the mystery, or you don't have a good answer to the mystery box can seem purposeless. Purposeless? You know, it falls flat on its face, in my opinion. But this show, so far, what they've done with this character, I've really enjoyed. The kids, right, like you see him use the Force right away, so the kids immediately assume, which you should never do, that he is a Jedi. Also, you have a couple kids who are obsessed with Jedi to begin with Wim and Neil. Like, Wim wants to be a Jedi. That's his hope and his dream. I'm feeling like that still might play out. But anyway, so he meets this Jedi. He wants to believe he's a Jedi. Fern and KB, they're kind of like, we are a Jedi, right? And he never says he's not. He is, and he never really says he's not. He says, sure I am. But as it goes along, maybe he's not a Jedi, and they keep towing that line. And I think they're playing the mystery of who Jod Na Nawood. I feel like they're playing that mystery perfectly because I don't feel like they're withholding information for the sake of it. Every time someone asks a question, we get an answer, whether it's genuine or not. We get the Jod or the Crimson Jack or the Dash Zent, whatever it is, we get that answer from him of what this character is and who this character is all about. And I kind of appreciate that even though they might be lying to us, it's a genuine lie, if that makes any sense. It's a genuine lie, and that is a lie within the character telling of that tale. And they're not just lying to the audience. Like in WandaVision, for example, the Ralph Boner thing, complete farce. Like that was one of the worst things it was just bogus on so many different levels. You're just lying to the audience and tricking the audience because you can, and I don't feel that's what we're getting here with Skeleton Crew's Jod Na Nawood. I think there's more to play here. Now the question, of course, is who is he? Is he a Jedi? Is he not a Jedi? Right now it's feeling like, and let me know your opinions and comments and thoughts down below, that he might be a survivor of Order 66, kind of like Reva and Cal Kestis, but instead of going, becoming an Inquisitor and finding out who he is on his own and staying true to the Jedi like Cal and all that. I mean, Cal has some dark moments, but he kind of went off on his own and used the Force as a pirate, like as a work for hire kind of. My feeling is more, I don't know where I am, to be honest on it, and that's why I want to do this video, talk about it, get what you guys have to say about it too, because I feel he's more like, he might have been someone being trained or off-trained, like off-world trained, like not directly trained by the Jedi, but because he knows a lot about the Jedi. He quotes Qui-Gon Jinn. He has a lot of Jedi references. He also doesn't like droids, which feels like a very Jedi thing. Like there are elements about him that are very Jedi, and then other elements that are very not. And it's almost like he would have been like 9 or 10 during Order 66, and he could have been, flung away somewhere. He also could have been, around when Anakin killed everybody. But again, that's really too similar, in my opinion, to Reva. Like, do you want to go down that rabbit hole again? Like the same storyline again? Like, how many kids did Anakin just not kill? It sounds terrible when I say it, but you know what I mean? Like, how many of them survive? Because the more to survive, the less Anakin. There's a whole thing there. So I feel like there was a part of him that probably, like Kanan, saw his master die, but he was flown away. Now, he could have always been just not somebody who ever had any connection with the Jedi, but knew about the Jedi, who could utilize and manipulate the Force but was never classically trained in being a Jedi. And then he utilized his skills that he had to make the most out of what he could do and get ahead in life. And so with that, he wouldn't have proper Jedi training. There would be no code. He wouldn't truly understand things. But I feel like there's a little bit more to that. I feel like he knows more about the Jedi code. He knows more about what Jedi are all about. And even in this last episode, now if you have not seen Skeleton Crew and you want to see it, hit the pause button and come back, watch it, then come back and check out this video after, because I am going to talk a little bit now, because in episode 7, Jod Na Nawood goes heel, right? He is the bad guy now. He pulls out the lightsaber, chops up the head of SM-33 of Smee, and tells the kids, we're going to land and you're not going to say a word, and if you do, I'm going to chop up your family. I'm going to chop them up. Which, as a kid, and I think you have to remember that these are kids, and kids would take him at his word that he's going to do that. Now, when he gets in there, we end on the cliffhanger of him igniting his lightsaber and walking towards the families, which is meant to obviously be the cliffhanger of, oh, he's going to go chop everybody up. That I don't suspect that would be the case whatsoever, because I don't think the final episode is going to be 7 minutes, including credits. Like, I think it's going to be longer. I think we're going to get more. We're going to understand more about Jod Na Nawood, who he is, because upon slicing the head off of SM-33, we see him kind of kick out the mouse, which I believe is everyone's referring to as Snowball. They're kicking out this little mouse guy, and he lets the mouse live. And the mouse, whatever it's called, this alien thing that lives within the head of SM-33. Some people are speculating that it controls SM-33. I believe executive producer Javi mentioned that maybe he's the captain of Cinder. So we don't really know much about it, except for the fact that before the show came out, the showrunner said, hey, there's a mouse that lives inside the head of the droid. They came out and said that directly. They wanted us to know about this mouse. They've shown us the mouse several times. The mouse almost tries to help the kids, but then doesn't, because it's a mouse. But then another episode, they showed the mouse kind of run away as well. And the mouse always pops up, and we keep showing the mouse, and it's like, it's Chekhov's gun, right? If you're going to show it in the first act, you got to use it in the third. So what is the point of this mouse creature, and is the mouse going to save the day? Does the mouse rebuild Smee to some levels capacity? I'm not sure, but there's a reason why Jod Na Nawood let this mouse die. Now, whether the reason is for plot or for who Jod Na Nawood truly is remains to be seen. But letting him live shows that he's not full baddie. He's not Darth Vader as of yet. When Anakin becomes Vader, he slaughters the kids, except for Reva. He slaughters all those kids. He misses Grogu, obviously, as well. So there's that element there. Like, why did he let this mouse live? Unless he just thought, this is a worthless little rat. This poses no threat to me, no concern to me. I will let this rat live. And he did, and that's going to come back to bite him in the butt later on, which is one way to look at it. Or maybe he's got a heart in him, and he says, I got to let this rat live because this rat is the key to what's going on. I still believe at the end of the day, he's going to be Long John Silver. His ending will be ambiguous, and he will, I think at some point there will be something between him and the kids at the end, and he's going to help the children and perish or not. We won't really know how his ending will be, but I think he will not be 100% bad guy by the end of it. Something's going to happen. We're going to learn something a little bit more, and that's going to change the way he is. So that's where I think it is. But I think this is a really well-written character. I can't wait to talk about him more, but I really want to hear what you guys think of Jod Na Nawood in the comments down below. Is he a bad guy, or is he going to turn back into the hero that many suspect he will? Personally, I kind of feel like like I said, he's going to help out at the end. But if he just stays bad throughout, let's go. I'm all in on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks you so much for watching. Everybody give us a like and a subscribe. Until next time, may the force of others be with you.